Alright, this next project of mine is inspired by this poker table that I found online. My sister wants me to build her a puzzle table. When I showed her this, or sent her this image, the link to this image, she fell in love with it. But it's complicated, and it's just there's too much going on there with this V right here. It's 4 pieces to make this triangle, and I decided to simplify it and make it just 3 pieces. And I'll show you what my design looks like here. So this is the exploded view I have of it. This top is gonna rotate, and I've got a turntable that I bought that's gonna sit sandwiched in between these 2 pieces. This gray piece, I'm imagining it to be plywood. This, I believe, I'm gonna build out of solid wood. These are obviously solid wood. This is gonna be 8-quarter hard maple. Everything's going to be hard maple. 8-quarter and an 8-quarter round base. So this is the exploded view. This will be a hard wood top, plywood base, I'll call it, for the top. 3 legs, and then a round base to hold everything together. Now the one thing I want to show you here is this is one of the legs, and they're going to come together with a 120-degree angle, and hopefully meet, and butt up to each other, fairly nicely. I'll put it that way. And then they'll sit on this round base that's going to be down here at the bottom. I'm thinking about, I put a chamfer on here. I don't know if it's going to be a chamfer or a roundover. More than likely it'll be a roundover. But then I've got to fasten these legs to this base. And with that, for that I'm going to use, I believe I'm going to use 3/8 bolts. At the very minimum 5/16. Then put some threaded inserts in these legs and bolt it to the base so that you can take it apart and move it, or put it away when you're not using it. So like I said, when it gets put together, then also there'll be an insert up here on top to hold this together as well. So I got to think about that now I'm thinking about it here. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I don't think the top is going to, these 2 pieces are going to be fastened together. I think that's just going to be gravity. I'll have a couple of recesses in here. You can't really see them. I did put them in there, I thought. At any rate, they'll be in there to hold this turntable. It's 3/10 of an inch thick. So let me just put this all together quick. Where is that? Right here. So that's how it's going to look when it's together. You'll see there. Then I don't have the holes in here, but there'll be bolts coming up through the bottom to hold that together. But then you'll be able to see here this top. Hope I got to get out of this. This top will be able to spin. That's the reason for calling it a puzzle table. You can spin the top to get to any piece that's across the table. You don't have to stand up and reach or go around. You can just spin the table, bring the piece to you, and then, like I said, it'll come apart. So approximately, this will be approximately 38 inches in diameter, 36 to 38. This is going to be a 2-foot diameter base, and then these 3 legs. So my first thing to do for this project is I want to create a template for these legs so that I can make sure that I keep them all identical throughout this build. I don't have my materials yet. I'm going to go be getting them in a couple of days here, but I've got my plan here and how I want to do this, and got the layout of what I want to do for these legs and how I want it to all come together. So let me show you how I make that template. This is my second run at it. I've discovered an error in my layout. I cannot use this point and this point as 27 inches. These are parallel lines at 27 inches, and when you put them parallel or perpendicular to this piece, this line grows to, I think it's 27.8 or 27.9, close enough. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm doing this. This is going to be a straight edge, there's no doubt about that, going this way on my piece. I've got my 90-degree cut down at this end. This is 90, and this edge is nice and true. This plywood has got a little wrinkle in it, but I'll just show you my method here. So what I've done is I've gone to my Angle Master and gone to basically page 32, looked up a 100, this known angle, 104.5, or the complementary angle of 75.5. So 104.5, this goes to 104.498 degrees, 2/1000ths of a degree off. So I'm going to use that dimension for my digital caliper, and that dimension is 1.2585, which is what I've got that set to, 1.2585. Use that to transfer that angle measurement to my adjustable tri-square here, and that matches up beautifully. Okay, so I'm going to use this to lay out my angle this way. And then from that I will draft the rest of this. So using my, I got to get this moved over a little bit so I can get to the edge. Get the edge hanging off a little bit. Alright, using this angle, doesn't really matter where I start, I guess. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. And by the way, I've got this set to 10 inches at that point right there, which is the known length of this. This is 10 and that's 4 up on top. So if I bring this down to relatively close, let's just say right here, run this. That is my intersection right there. But to locate my 27-inch distance, I've got to go perpendicular to this line. Okay? Which is this way. I'm going to extend this out and give me maximum length here. Put it at 4. Or 14. Yeah. Well, let's try this. Let's hook this over the edge. Oh, that's right, I gotta be perpendicular to the line, not this. So that's not gonna work. So locating this line out in space. "27 inches, I'm pretty close to that line, that's pretty good. "27. I gotta step around here. 27 is here. And that's gotta come back this way. Okay. Now, real world measurement. This should be about 20, just under 28 inches. Yeah. Just a hair under. "15/16 is what? 0.93. So I'm just under 15/16. Yep, that's good. That's good. difference in the two templates. In my first template, I took this edge from 4 inches to 10 inches right to the point, when in reality I needed this to go perpendicular from that 10-inch point. So that's the error I made when I did these two, and you can see the difference here now. Here's the original coming to that 10-inch point, but now I've carried that up approximately 1.5 inches, I think, or 1 5/8, whatever that dimension ended up being. And then from that point ran my straight line down to my 4-inch taper down here. So this is a little thicker in here now than the original. So live and learn. I thought I could get away with it, but I can't. I have to have this as part of the template, because this is where those 120-degree angles are going to meet, and that's going to get tapered back from the middle of the board in each direction. That'll make more sense when I get the legs cut, but this is what I need for my template. So the dimensions are 27 inches from these two parallel lines. Yeah, this was a straight edge, and 20, and then 105 degrees, or 75, 105 and 104.5 degrees this way, and then my taper. This, like I said, is just connecting the dots from here to here, and this is perpendicular to the bottom edge. So now you can see that when I stand it up, straight up.